Hi YouTube, Watchify here with another video. Today I've got an unboxing of the recently released Seiko Mini Tuna model SRPH77. It's a special edition and it's from the Save the Ocean series, and this one has an Antarctic theme. Seiko's been cranking out the Save the Ocean models pretty regularly now, it seems. And I actually like that they're doing that because these are dials that stand out from the normal model dials in that they have unique textures, gradients, and even Easter eggs. Past Save the Ocean dials have had shark fins, manta ray silhouettes, penguin tracks, and this latest one has penguin shapes that look like they're diving under the ice. It came in the standard white Seiko box and on a felt black pillow, which I think is common for the Prospex line. There really isn't anything else in the box other than a card that refers you to the Seiko website to view the watch manual. As you can see, this watch comes on a dark blue silicone strap, and I think it matches the dial well. It's hard to describe the shade of blue that they're using here, but I really liked it when I saw it online. The one I got is the Made in Japan model, so that's why you don't see the K1 at the end of the model name. It retails for $550 US, and you can see it comes with a 4R35 automatic movement. This watch comes with a metal shroud and what looks like a stainless steel insert. The shroud has a brush finish, and there's some polished accents near the cutouts that are used to grip the bezel. The shroud is held on with 3 polished screws, and the tops of the lugs are brushed while the sides are polished. You get drilled lug holes, which is nice. And there's an unsigned screw down crown near 4 o'clock. You can see the bezel is coin edged and brushed on the side while showing some polishing on its top edge. There's a screw down case back with a polished raised Seiko wave logo in the center, and there's special edition wording right beneath it. The underside of the case is polished along with the outer section of the case back. You can see other information such as Made in Japan and Divers Watch 200-meter wording along with the Prospex logo. The screw-down crown seems easy to grip and unscrew, and it has a good feel to it. Of course, since this is a 4R series movement, it hacks and you can hand wind the watch and use the quick set date feature. I think the crown is well sized for the watch, and I don't really mind that it's unsigned since Seiko doesn't really do that for any of their Prospex divers. I know some will be disappointed that this watch doesn't have a sapphire crystal. Instead, it has a flat Hardlex crystal. The bezel is easy to grip due to the coin edge, and the rotation feels crisp to me. Thankfully, the bezel inserts 12 o'clock markers, lining up pretty well with the 12 o'clock marker on the dial, so maybe I just got lucky. Looks like I also lucked out with the chapter ring alignment, as it looks pretty good to me. There's an embedded Lume pip on the insert, and you can see the concentric groove pattern on it that Seiko's been doing quite a lot of lately, and I really like how it looks. I also like how the insert is gray in color to contrast a bit with the rest of the case. So onto the textured dial. Here again, I really like the shade of blue that they used, and you can see that it gets darker towards the edge. The penguin silhouettes are seen between 6 and 10 o'clock, with the largest one near 10. It's one of those things that I doubt anyone would ever notice on the dial besides the owner, but it's still cool that it's there. The Seiko logo along with the Prospex logo, automatic, and Divers 200 meters are printed in white on the dial. The indices are outlined in polished silver and filled with Seiko's Lume. The rounded indices at 3, 6, and 9 are larger than the others, and you get a triangle-shaped indice at 12. The hour and minute hands have a brushed finish and are done in the SKX shape. The seconds hand is black with a lume-filled counterbalance, and I want to say the part closest to the tip is gold-colored rather than yellow. The strap is a newer style Seiko silicone strap without any accordion folds in it, and it's slightly textured on the outside with the inner part having a more visible textured pattern. This strap has a Seiko branded single metal keeper that has a mostly brushed finish except for its beveled edges. The buckle and tang are also brushed metal, and it's also stamped with the Seiko logo. It's comfortable to wear, and like I said, I think it goes really well with the watch. In terms of dimensions, I really like how the watch is not overly large, so it should look good on a variety of wrist sizes. I measure the case size at 43.2 millimeters, with the case thickness being 12.9 millimeters and the lug-to-lug distance being 43.8 millimeters. Finally, the lug width is 20 millimeters. I was mainly drawn towards this watch because of the dial, of course, but I had yet to own an automatic tuna model, as the other tuna in my collection is the larger size solar street tuna. So the smaller dimensions of this model appealed to me. I like that it has a metal shroud, and I also like the bezel insert that they're using here. Seiko seems to be coming out with some really nice Prospex models nowadays, and when I saw this one I knew I was going to want to add it to the collection. The downsides that I think will come to mind with this watch is its retail price of $550 being too high for a watch with a 4R35 movement, not coming on a bracelet, and having a hardlex crystal. This watch seems hard to find right now, but I think as it becomes more widely available, we should start seeing it being sold for less than the retail price, perhaps around $400 to $450, I think. In terms of the hardlex, I'm not bothered by it, as I haven't had any issues with it getting scratched on my other watches. And just a note, I don't detect that the crystal has any anti-reflective coating on it. Of course, I need to provide you with a lume shot, and as expected, this watch's green Lume bright glows strong and bright, just like most other Prospex divers. This watch weighs in at 103 grams on my scale, and in terms of the 4R35 movement accuracy, I placed the watch on my time grapher, and I'm happy so far with the accuracy, which is much better than Seiko's stated accuracy rating for this movement. This watch was released alongside a Seiko Monster Save the Ocean model SRPH75, so if you're not a fan of the tuna but like the dial, you might want to check out that model. So to wrap things up, I'm really happy with the watch and looking forward to wearing it. I'm glad to see I didn't have to deal with any quality control issues with mine either. That will be it for this video. Hopefully you found it helpful or interesting, and if you did, feel free to leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I wanted to thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video.